I'm good. I'm Edson.
Edson.
Yes.
So, can I ask you a question?
Yes.
Why is there teacher in front of your name?
Teacher, because I'm teacher.
Okay. Teacher for what?
English teacher and Portuguese teacher.
Oh, okay. So why do you need me then?
Uh, repeat the question, please.
I said, why do you need me then if you are an English teacher?
Because I am not fluent yet.
Oh, okay. Okay.
I know the basic rules, basic of grammar, English grammar, and I work in a simple city, small city, the south of Pará in my country, Brazil. It's not necessary to be fluent to be an English teacher. You need you need to train to study um, to do make degree in letters,
Okay.
um, but it's not necessary to be fluent. That's why I am not fluent, but I am trying.
Okay.
That's why I am studying.
Okay. That's good. It's always good to study. So, are you a teacher on Preply?
No, only in public school. Public
Oh,
school.
in public school. Okay.
Yes,
All right.
public school.
And how long have you been a teacher in public school?
60 years.
Wow.
60
Okay.
years.
Congratulations that you made it this long, because I know teachers in schools, it's hard.
Yeah, I deserve this congratulations. Very hard.
Yes, yes, you
Very
do.
difficult to be
Everywhere,
teaching
right.
in public school. Do,
In
you
public,
know?
yeah, right. You're in public school.
Yeah, you know.
Yeah, that's hard. I I had formal teacher training originally for science, and then I decided to remove myself from that and focus strictly on science. So eventually, I got my Master of Science, and then I taught college science.
So, college science
Yeah,
to,
university science.
to teacher?
Yes, professor.
Professor. Okay, good. Where are you from?
I live in the Commonwealth of Massachusetts, the northeast coast of the US.
Okay, so you born in United States and live in United States, yeah?
I was born in the US, but I lived in Canada the first part of my life.
Okay,
So
Canada.
my first language is Quebecois Francais and English at the same time, because I first lived in Quebec and then I moved to northern Alberta.
Okay, great.
Have you lived in Brazil your whole life?
Whole life. I never leave my country.
Okay. But your country is very beautiful.
Thank you. I would like to know United States.
Yeah, it's not that great here.
Why?
It's really not that great here. Not right now. Right now, it's awful right now.
Okay.
Uh, we where I live in the Northeast, it's also referred to as New England. So it's where the Puritans. So the Puritans were kicked out of Great Britain in the 1500s, and they hopped into their boat called the Mayflower and came over the pond and landed in Plymouth, Massachusetts. So they deemed this new area their New England because they were not being persecuted anymore. The
New
name just
England.
stuck. So it was always New England. So it consists of 6 states, and we're tucked underneath Quebec and the Maritimes of Canada, which is New Brunswick, Nova Scotia, Newfoundland, and Prince Edward Island. Uh, Quebec is currently on fire.
Okay. So,
And so we're dealing with
uh,
the smoke.
let me see. Let me see. I understood. New
Okay.
England. New England is formed for six,
6 states.
six states. Repeat the names, please.
So it's Rhode Island, Connecticut, Massachusetts, Vermont, New Hampshire, and Maine.
Okay. So, explain again why this region has this name, New England.
Right. You'll never find it on a map. Okay. It's a term deemed this by this specific group in, 1500s, 1600s. And so they were literally thrown out of their country, of Great Britain. England threw them out and said, get out, go find another place to live.
Okay.
So they hopped onto their ship called the Mayflower and sailed over the pond, as we call it, the Atlantic Ocean, and they landed in Plymouth, Massachusetts. And because no one was here except for the Native Americans, um, so they deemed this area that we live in their New England. So they're just saying, we had to leave our old England, and now this is our New England because no one is bothering us.
It's interesting. I thought I found it interesting because I I admire very much England, and I think it's very interesting to have oh, to have no is another word. It's interesting for me. There is uh, New England in United States. It's very interesting
Right.
for me. Uh, I, I never heard about this.
Okay.
This is the first time. Obviously, I know that the England colon
Colonized.
is yes colonized United States. I know this. Knew this, but I didn't know uh, there was a New England in United States in culture in different way.
Yes, yes. A lot of people, the people that know about New England are, Americans, Canadians, and Great Britain. They're the only people, unless, there's other people part of this planet that have been here and have heard the term New England, or if they've been to Boston in Massachusetts, they know that it's New England.
Uh, uh, we, we, we can't choose. We can't see in the map this history. You see
Hmm.
only United States, USA.
Yes.
You can't see New England, the difference in the map. Not.
No, unless you specifically look for a map that states New England, and it would be on the map in like the 16 and 1700s.
Okay.
But
Very,
the
very
people that live in this area call it New England.
great, great. It's very interesting. Very interesting. Very interesting.
So, what part of Brazil are you in?
Uh, I live in south of Pará.
Okay.
Pará is in the extreme north of Brazil.
Hmm. Okay.
The capital is Belém, Belém,
Hmm.
like the city of Jesus' birth in Israel. The
Hmm.
same name, Belém. Uh, I live um, longer of my capital.
So, you've lived longest in in the capital of?
Yes, from here to Belém is 500 kilometers.
Wow.
Very distant.
Wow. Yes.
My state is the second biggest state of Brazil.
Okay.
Only Amazonas is the great, greater.
Mm. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, I have a lot of students in São Paulo.
São Paulo is the state of Brazil where has more people,
Mm.
more inhabitants,
Right.
but the geographic area, the 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 bigger is Amazonas and Pará.
Hmm. Wow. Yes, I've heard so much from my other students about Brazil, and they all say I need to come because of the agriculture. So I'm an environmental conservation scientist
Yes,
and
yes,
and a regenerative agriculturist. So I'm an agricultural scientist.
yes. In Brazil, it's a great. The great area is the Amazonia. It's a
Yes.
great area, but there are many conflicts about the agriculture and
Hmm.
the environmental. Uh,
Yes.
one part of Brazil, the most part of Brasilia, uh, wants to cultivate the area. The another part uh, want to protect the area. It's a
Yes.
great conflict
I'm on
about
the
this.
protection side.
Yeah,
Yes.
that's a great conflict. Depends of govern. If govern is left, it's it's strong the protection. If
Right.
governance is the right, they want to amplify the area to cultivate.
Oh, I I don't understand it. I mean, there's so many other places to grow in Brazil. Uh, Look at the rain versus sun ratio, and there's so many lush other areas in Brazil. Why ruin something that's so perfect?
Yes. For example, in the northeast of Brazil, we have many areas to cultivate, but mm, there is no rain. It's
Okay, so it's lack
very
of water.
dry. Yeah, very dry.
Okay,
So it's necessary many investments to 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 have water to cultivate, but the government have no interest in because if government had interest, it's work.
I,
It
s-
work,
I-
but you know the government doesn't that doesn't import with things. The government wants um, to steal the money, the public money. It's very
I
sad.
mean, yeah, it is very sad because the
My
Amazon is the Earth's lungs.
yes, my country is governed by a guy is do like is
Corrupt.
yeah corrupt. It's famous your corruption. The government. It's very sad. I know I don't support this government. I'm
Mm,
free. My conscience is free. But
good.
great part of my fellow brothers, my choose this government. I only can stay sad.
Right. Yeah. Yes, I watch a lot of programs on Amazon. Being in environmental conservation, it's a tragedy.
Yes, there are many fake news about this, but because it in the actually many people doesn't care about Amazon. There is only a interest in money. They
Mm,
they 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 don't want to protect the Amazon. They only do. They only are hypocrites about this subject.
hypocrites.
Yes, hypocrites. Yeah, thank you. They don't want to protect. They want get money with
And these are
Amazon.
people in Brazil that want this money
Yes, the
that
government.
pretend.
Yeah, the
Uh,
government. The first one. They pretend to want to protect, but we don't see it's really true,
that's awful.
unfortunately.
Right. It's like, well, what can I do? One person. What can one person do?
Yeah, only to pray.
Mm,
Ask
I don't
God
know.
if you have faith.
Ugh, have faith in whatever, because you need more than faith.
Yeah, yeah.
It's unfortunate. I don't know. So what age is it that you teach?
Um, from 10, 11
Okay.
children to adults
Oh, okay.
every years, every
So
age.
middle school to adult.
Yes, because I teach to primary school and high
Hmm.
school,
Okay.
and in public school there are um, all ages,
Right.
children to 40 age, 50, 50. I taught people with 50 in the high school. Yeah, it's hard, but exists.
Hmm.
It's possible.
Interesting. Is it because they left school at such a very young
Yeah,
age and just decided to
yeah,
go back?
yeah. In this year, that I'm in first first degree in high school, first degree, one, two women uh, that has more age me than me.
So double your age.
Yes. For example, I'm 48 years old. One has 49, 50. One
Oh,
plus.
okay. So 1 or 2 years. Oh, okay.
Yes.
Okay. You and I are the same age.
Yeah, the same age.
So, yeah. Yeah. I mean, most of my students, I think my youngest student is 14.
14. Good.
14. Yeah.
Great.
And she's in Siberia.
Siberia?
Yeah. Yeah. Totally against Putin. Totally against Putin. She wants nothing to do with that man. I said, thank you.
Great,
Yes,
great.
yes. I'm teaching her, I'm not teaching her to speak English. I'm teaching her actual like English class as if she's homeschooled.
Ah, okay.
Okay, so I'm her English teacher for homeschool.
Homeschool.
Right. She wants to take the entrance exam to a boarding school in Massachusetts to come to the US and go to high school.
Interesting. How would you
She could
like
do
to,
it.
how
She's
would you
super
like to
smart.
be teacher in the only online?
Why only online? I don't know. I think, well, because of the pandemic, first of all, so that put a damper on things. And at the time, no one wanted an agricultural scientist during a pandemic.
Yeah, yeah. The pandemic, in the pandemic, uh, appear many opportunities to work at home.
Online.
Yes, home.
Yes,
In many areas.
yes, yes,
But
yes, absolutely.
my dream is not to teach online in live. No, uh, to record a course, for example, course
Okay. Yep.
and course teaching people and to buy this course. It's my project.
Okay. That's a good project. That's very popular.
I started and I am the stage of marketing
Okay.
to offer to people
Right.
in all Brazil.
That's good. So how is that? It's a whole learning experience, isn't it? It's a whole new skill set.
Yes, yes. Uh,
I understand.
I would like to share my experience in my
That's good.
with people.
Hmm.
So I
That's
think
good.
it's a great mission.
Yes, I agree with you. Absolutely. So I have two businesses. So I own two businesses. This is one business, the freelance teacher, and the other one is my other business for the environmental agriculture side. So I give lectures for the company on environmental issues, the importance of growing your own food, so on and so forth, to municipalities within New England, so different towns and cities of New England, and different colleges and universities hire me to come in and teach for them. Then I also was on TV a couple of times discussing importance of growing food, and now I have a YouTube channel on top of that.
Do you have many students, adult students?
Yes, I only have one child student, and all the rest are adults.
One child only.
One child. Yep.
Good, interesting.
Yes, because I said I don't teach children. I only teach young adults, so 14 and older
Okay. The age is um, 14 to
and older.
old. Great.
Yes. Yeah. My oldest student is 68 years old.
How many years do you teach?
How many students do I have? I believe 67.
67.
Hmm.
Great.
Yes. So I have this full time, so 67 hours a week, and then the other business full time.
You work very much.
I do. Yes, I do. And especially it's growing season in our area. So people are, yeah, I'm busy right now.
Yeah, it's very good. Do you get many money?
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Both. I'm paid from both. Yeah.
It's great. So it's great.
Yeah. Yeah, absolutely. So, and I love all my students. They're wonderful. And a lot of them I've had, I only started with Preply in September. So, but a lot of them have stayed with me since September. So I've met children, animals, parents, everything, husbands, wives. Yes, they normally walk by behind and they yell, "Hi, Casey," and they just
It's
leave.
it's a funny work, a funny job.
Yeah. Yes, absolutely. Yes, yes. And I'll tell you a little story. One of my students, she's in Taiwan. She's a veterinarian. And she said, I want you to meet my mother first day. I said, okay, that's fine. Her mother comes on and sits in front of the computer next to her. And she says, hi, Casey, I'm Jean. just like that. And I looked at her and I said, "Excuse me?" And she started laughing and she said, "I did college or university in Washington, upstate Washington, for 4 years for accounting. That's why I speak perfect English."
Interesting.
And
Another,
I said, "But your daughter
another,
does not sound like you."
another English teacher.
She thought it was funny. Yes. Yes.
Interesting.
And then I said to her, I said, "Your daughter needs to talk to you every single day in English." And she said, "I've been telling her that." She's like, "I needed someone else to tell her." So I looked at her and I said, "Winnie, that's it. You're talking to your mother every single day in English."
Yeah, no problem. It's a solution. Only
Right.
talk with her mother. It's a solution.
Right.
No need teacher.
Absolutely.
No need English teacher.
No, she
My
still
God.
has she still comes to me
I,
and
I would
she,
like I would like to have one person when I talk English every day. Unfortunately, I don't have. I
but
don't.
you speak Portuguese.
Yeah.
Portuguese is a beautiful language. I will never learn it. It's too hard for me.
I think it's very difficult to learn Portuguese. I think is if you isn't a native English or Portuguese, it's easier to learn English than Portuguese.
Really?
I think Portuguese is very boring, many rules. Yeah,
English has
I
lots of rules,
but Portuguese it's it's more.
but we have rules that have no answer to why.
Yeah,
It's learn it, that's it, get over it.
yeah, yeah. Portuguese. I know people that live in Brazil for many years. Lived in Brazil for many years. Uh, studied Portuguese very, very much, and has difficult to talk Portuguese. Interesting.
Wow. I
Because
wonder why.
because it's very difficult to learn Portuguese. No, I think it's it's one of the most difficult language of the world. I think Portuguese is.
Hmm. Yeah, because it's not too many people that speak it
Yeah.
when you think about it.
Brazil, Portugal,
Portugal.
Mozambique,
Right.
and
Right.
uh, there are and others
Right,
countries.
but they're not like big countries,
Yeah,
right? They're just
all uh, global. Portuguese
right.
is called global because Europe, Asia, um, Africa, and South America.
Right. And then of course, it's funny because I know certain people in the U.S. that will say, "Oh, well, Brazil speaks Portuguese. That means all South America speaks Portuguese."
No,
No,
no, Spanish is the
right,
language.
right.
Yeah, Spanish is the language. It's interesting because uh, all countries around us speak
Or
Spanish.
Spanish,
Yeah,
right,
it's very interesting. And it's historic because the fight between Portugal and Spain. Portugal colonized Brazil, only Brazil,
okay,
and Spanish colonized all countries and other countries of South
right,
America.
okay. So that explains how you guys are Portuguese.
There was a treaty between Brazil and Spanish
Hmm.
Portugal and Spanish to separate the countries. Imaginary line, Brazil was in the middle
Right.
One part was Portuguese, and another part it was Spanish. But Portugal don't respect this treaty, so they they colonized Brazil only and expulse Spanish. So Spanish colonized another country. This is why only Brazil speak Portuguese in South America.
Wow. Okay. Well, you think about it. Portugal was
Unfortunately,
is such
I
a
would
small
like
country.
I would like to speak Spanish.
Really?
Yeah,
Why?
I
Everyone
love
speaks Spanish.
it. No? Do you want to
No.
speak Portuguese?
No, I know I wouldn't be able to speak it.
Do you speak French and
Well, Quebecois français.
France? France.
So not Parisian français, but Quebecois.
Quebec, France. It's
Right.
different,
Yes.
but
It's
it's
not a whole different. Like it reads the same.
okay. And
I can read
you talk
both.
easily with other French or not?
If I go home to Quebec and I'm there for like 2 weeks, then I can speak it fluently again. My mother is fluent.
Okay.
So, but she's fluent in Spanish, French, Italian, English. She used to live in Italy.
My gosh.
Yeah.
How would you
And my
like?
father speaks very old languages, right? He speaks Gaelic and Latin.
My God. I would like to be fluent in English. I think I am fluent because I
You're pretty close.
yeah I can talk, yeah,
Yes.
so I'm fluent, but I need to only improve my conversation. I think
Right.
I would like to fluent in French and Spanish. Uh,
Well, Portuguese, Spanish, and French, they're all Romance languages.
yeah, there are many words similar words,
Yes.
right? In English too, it's interesting.
Yes.
English too.
Yes. Because they're all Latin based,
Yeah,
right? So we all have similarities.
I I didn't know this, but when I started to study English, I realized there are many words very similar. The sound,
Hmm.
the sign,
The
right?
the writing, right, right,
Yeah,
because we all
right.
have the same we all have the same alphabet.
Yeah. For example, idea it's the same word in Portuguese and man too. But in Portuguese you say ideia, no
Hmm.
idea. But
Right.
the writing is the same. Um, the words education, educação,
Hmm.
option, opção. It's very similar. When a native Portuguese see these words, they can compare the two languages, many languages.
Okay.
I think it is easy to know in English 200 words, very similar to the idiom, Portuguese idiom. 200.
What about 200 words?
Yes, 200 words.
What are you saying about 200 words? That the English language only has 200 words?
Yes, English language
No.
have 200 words, very similar, all equal Portuguese language.
Oh, that's what you're saying. Oh, okay, okay. I don't know. I've never even thought about it actually. But the English language uses a lot of French terms.
Yes, I think it's because the Latin language, Latin,
Hmm.
the same. mm,
Latin.
yes, Latin is mother of our
Right. A
language.
lot. A lot of languages. Yes.
Yes. So the we our heritage,
Yeah. Education.
yeah, is very similar. So is easily to learn. If you speak Portuguese or English, there are it's easy to learn this language because those language because
The similarity.
yes,
Okay.
to
Yeah.
help.
Because when you said the word idea,
Yes, I
right?
do.
So in French is it's ID.
ID, it's
It's
similar.
IDEE. That's how it is. ID.
English, for example, English, the word English in
Uh
Portuguese
huh.
is inglês.
Right.
Okay?
In French, it's anglais.
It's different. It's different.
Right.
Okay. England, Inglaterra is different in Portuguese. But French, francês, Português.
Right.
France, França, Português. France, França. It's very similar, for example.
Hmm.
Portugal,
Yeah.
Portugal, Portugal in Portuguese.
Yes. And that's
Spanish,
how it is in Gaelic. In
yeah,
Gaelic, it's exactly like
yeah.
that.
Spanish, espanhol. These
Right.
words remember one another. Portuguese and English.
Yes. Hmm. Very interesting. So are you married? Do you have children? Do you have pets? Tell me about yourself.
I I have one children,
One child.
one child, yeah, one child, a girl, 25 years old.
Okay, so you have an adult child.
Yeah, no more child. My
Right.
child
You
forever, yeah, but
yes, you have
she
an adult.
she isn't a child. She has a baby. My
Oh, so you're a grandfather.
grandson, yeah, my
Wow.
grandson. I love it. I love him. It's ours, ours. Funny. I like stay with him. I love.
Oh, wow. How old is he?
After his class, I will go to her house.
Okay, and how old is he?
6 years old.
Oh, wow, that's a great age.
Yeah.
That is a fun age for a boy.
Yeah. Football. He
Oh,
loves
yeah,
football.
I bet.
He practices
Wow.
football.
Oh,
Uh,
they're so cute too when they play at that age. They're
yeah,
so cute.
yeah.
Oh,
She
I used to
dressed
love watching my
your
cousins that.
uniform of players, soccer players. Very funny. Uh,
Oh, yeah, they're so cute
I,
at
I
that
live
age.
I live in my house with only my wife.
Okay.
She's um, how to say I forget. She cares on our house. She doesn't.
Okay, she's a housewife.
Yes, housewife. Yes,
Okay.
housewife. My wife, because she choose. So no problem for me. No
Right.
problem
Right.
for her. We are happy. It's
That's
great.
good. How many years have you been married? How long
Repeat.
have you been married?
Um, 11, no, 21, 21.
21 years?
Yeah, 21 years.
Wow. Wow,
21
good for you. Most people don't make it to that.
years.
Not
uh,
anymore.
yeah, unfortunately, this generation uh, don't stay married
Yeah, I
for
know.
many years. Unfortunately, they
Yeah, I've never been married.
yeah, they they don't want to marry. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. No, it's just because I wasn't because my father is a an attorney in Massachusetts. He does a lot of divorces. So
Yeah.
I know the divorce rate, and it's like I don't want to settle for someone who's mediocre, so I can wait. So I did, and I met the guy that I'm going to be with for the rest of my life now. So I just, wait for the best, and I did.
Okay, it's an option. We
Right.
have option.
Yes, we have options now. Right. 100 years ago, we did not. Now we
Yeah,
do.
yeah. The the
Yeah.
the the time change the behavior. The people,
Hmm.
yeah.
Yeah,
The
definitely.
people has another culture, another way to see the life
Yeah.
in different generations, different way of to see the life.
Right.
Yeah, do you agree?
Yeah. Yes, I agree completely.
My generation uh, saw the life different this generation.
Oh, yeah,
I, I,
definitely.
I can see in my students this.
Oh, yes.
I can see they they think very different uh, to me of me,
Oh, yeah. Yes, to me. Yes.
to me
That's you're saying it correctly. Yeah.
very different.
Oh, yeah.
I I I I say I say to them, you is a complicated generation.
That's because you and I are from Generation X,
Yeah,
right? And Generation X, we grew up tough. And these other generations are coddled. They are constantly cared for, even as adults. So they're expecting everything is to be given to them.
yeah. Unfortunately, it's true.
Yes.
They want the things in their hands.
Hands, yeah, hand it to them.
Yeah, they don't want to work hard to gain the
Right.
things. They want only facilities.
Yes.
Fast food,
Ah, or they can't accept criticism,
cell phone,
right?
the cell phone, it's okay.
Yes. Yeah.
If I don't have a cell phone, I am unhappy. The life, yeah, this generation is the generation of cell phone,
Yes.
cell phone generation. They don't have
Yes.
another thing. They don't care another thing.
Right.
They is important for them social medias,
Yes.
Facebook, Instagram, WhatsApp. They don't want to study.
Right. Instant gratification.
Yes, unfortunately, I
Yes.
I
And they can't
I'm
accept
worried
no.
about this generation. I think, my God, and when these young people become adults, my God, but is the life?
Yeah, I know. I have several friends that are, high up in companies and they have to deal with these kids. They're adults, but they're kids still.
Mm-hmm.
And dealing with anything that is not praise. So they did something wrong, and now the manager or VP, someone has to basically reprimand them, and they can't accept it.
Yeah,
There's literally a meltdown as an adult, and I've had my friends say, I literally have walked out of the room laughing hysterically.
yeah, yeah. young people, beautiful, pretty girls, handsome boys with depression.
I know. I don't
My
understand that.
gosh. Take medicine for depression. 14 years old, 16
I
years
know.
old. My
I don't
God,
understand this.
I can't
Oh,
understand. It's
I don't
impossible to
understand
understand.
it. I know. It's like go outside, put your phone down, go outside, play outside in the fresh air.
Yeah, my gosh. I stay worried. In the future, these people.
I don't know. I don't get it. I don't get it.
Yeah,
I don't know. I have friends that are teachers in public school, and first of all, they say the moment the kids walk in, they have a box, and they say put your phones in the box. You'll get it back at the end of the class.
yeah,
So everyone puts it in the box, and someone has said to a couple of them, "Oh, I'm depressed." Blah blah blah.
yeah.
The My friends look at the children and say, "Did a doctor diagnose you with this?" No, then you don't have it. And,
Um,
and then and then of course the kids have no idea what to say anymore because they don't realize that depression is actually a disease.
yeah,
And they basically say, do you have a roof above your head when you go home? Yes. Do you have food every day? Yes. Do you have parents that love you? Yes. Do you go to school? Yes. Then you shouldn't be depressed.
yeah.
You have food, water,
How
shelter.
how understand this?
Yeah. I don't know. Your guess is really as good as mine because
Yeah,
no Gen Xer can understand these kids.
I think.
But the problem is that the Gen Xers are having these kids.
Yeah, I I I I I say to them, my gosh, in my young, I don't have what you have, and I was happy. You have anything, facilities you
Right.
have, but they don't have. My gosh.
It's like, oh, I don't have $1 million in my bank account. Oh, wow. Either do I. Get in line.
Michael Jackson had,
Oh,
but
yeah.
it, it, he unfortunately he was depressed.
Depressed because he was clinically
Yeah,
depressed.
yes. Money it's not solution for
No,
this.
no. But they have these delusions
Yes.
from watching all these social media and everything else that
Yeah.
you need
If
to have
I
all this
if
money and
I
all this stuff.
if I have a cell phone, if I have a car, if I have a great house, I will happy. No,
No,
it's a great.
no, because when you die,
Uh,
you can't take those things with you.
yeah, you you need to know who you are and
Hmm.
live and love your parents, love your friends, love, and you will be happy.
Right, right. People need to stop hating because
Yeah,
hating is just so
yes.
much energy.
The problem is,
So much energy.
yeah, problem.
I don't hate anyone until they give me a reason to.
Because hate only trouble you. No,
Hmm.
they
Right,
hated people.
right.
No,
Exactly.
they don't feeling nothing. You hate them and you suffer. They
Right,
no, they okay. So
right.
it's foolish to hate people. I don't hate people.
Yeah,
I love them.
yeah.
It's
I give
it's
everyone the benefit of
easier.
the doubt.
It's
Right, it
easier.
is easier. Yes, Absolutely, it is easier. It's easier to do that. Yes.
Yeah.
I mean, I have lots of students that come to me for different reasons. They say I'm not just an English tutor, but I'm also a motivational coach or a psychiatrist or a psychologist because I talk to them, because I talk to people and I'm understanding. And I've had, some of my students, clients were going through divorces or whatever. That takes a lot out of someone. I know that. And they said, my ex-husband has this problem with me. And I said, well, guess what? That's his problem, not yours.
Yeah.
And they looked at me and said, that's his problem. Oh my God, you're right.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you shouldn't care. And then they all felt better. And I was like, good, there we
Yeah.
go.
It's a great way to see the life, to
Right.
live. Great,
Hmm.
great way.
Yes. So our lesson is over.
Yeah.
You have 50
You
minutes
you you
and
should carry your interests and people interest of people you love and live your life. To
right,
live your life.
exactly. Right. And see, this is how most of my lessons happen. They they're
Yeah.
just gone with a flash because there's so much interaction.
Yeah. Yeah.
But it was very nice meeting you, Edson.
Yeah. It's a great class. I love it. It's a good conversation.
Hmm.
It's I
And that's
don't
what you want, just conversation. We're not
yeah, I don't forget this class.
good. That's good.
You are
That
great.
means,
You are a great teacher. Congratulations.
oh, thank you.
Congratulations.
Thank you very much. That says a lot coming from a public school teacher because, you guys have been through hell and back.
Yeah,
You're like warriors.
yeah, yeah. It's very, very.
That's what you need to think as you're walking into your school that you have this armor on because you are ready for battle.
I'm ready every day.
Right. That's you have to be. You have to be ready
It's a
for
battle.
anything.
Every day is a battle. You
Yes.
need to be very, very ready,
Right.
strong, and
I mean, I thought it was just the
with
United States that had this
yeah,
problem, but it's not.
with a smile in your face, and go ahead.
Right, because smiling makes everything feel better and
Yeah.
makes everyone else feel like kind of easier for some
Uh,
odd reason. But
the,
yeah,
your student said, my student said, you have you have all time, all the time, a smile in your face. Good.
right. You're happy with your life. You should be smiling.
Yeah, yeah,
And now you get to go see your grandson.
yeah. A great
Go
gift,
place.
a great gift I have.
Yes. Yes, it is.
A great.
Enjoy the 6-year old because
I,
that is like the best time.
I will do.
Okay, good. All right. So if you want to see me again, you just have to go to my calendar and I'll have
Okay.
more availability next week.
Have a great day.
Yes, have a wonderful weekend.
Okay, you too. Bye.
All right. Bye bye.